Greetings and welcome
Trying
to
to keep the
old
product placement.
product placement. Rainer, sponsor us. Sponsor us. Or Corona Light. We're cooler than...
Any alcohol distributors want to sponsor us? We're more than welcome.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together and we drink and we talk music. And we're talking the Ramones. We're talking Too Tough to Die, 1984. I'm your host, Jason. With me is Bill.
I'm howling at the moon at this point.
And Tim.
Dude, Planet Earth 1988.
Oh God, we'll get there. We'll get there. If you missed the previous videos, go check those out. We're a playlist link channel. You can click playlist and you'll see us talk about all the Nickelback albums in a row, or all of the Propaganda, or all of the COC, or Poison. You know, pick your poison. It doesn't fucking matter. But today we're talking the Ramones. We're gonna do these guys some respect. A lot of other YouTube channels ain't even covered them yet.
Not enough, because they deserve it all.
They do. They do. They deserve every ounce of credit they get and more. And we're going to talk about that on this record, because again, what the fuck?
Well,
what the fuck?
Sha-la-la. Wait, wrong artist. My bad.
I think it's Tim's turn to talk first.
I mean, I'll absolutely talk first about this. So this is really, so we talked about it earlier, like the Ramones invented punk rock. They are the first punk rock band. You can't even argue against that. Like you come up with anything. Nope. The Ramones were first.
Before the Clash, before the Sex Pistols, there was the Ramones.
Yep.
In the beginning,
America, fuck yeah.
Coming around to save the day. Remember to like and subscribe.
By the time this is coming out, American hardcore is already kind of on the way out. And a lot of those bands are probably opening for the Ramones on their subsequent tours for the last couple albums. And the Ramones are in this weird position where they get to see the influence of something they created. And you actually get like hardcore influences on this album. Dee Dee is very much aware of what's going on in the punk rock world in 1984.
Oh, 100%.
And yeah, you know, we talked about the last couple albums. They were kind of chasing record or like hit records, hit singles or whatever. And this one to me really feels like, no, they're going to buckle down and they're going to double down on the punk rock. I mentioned it earlier. I'm not going to do this too often, but Mama's Boy has one of my favorite lyrics of all time here. I don't want to work in a hot dog stand, be a busboy, messenger, or a doorman. It's an abstract world. You're an abstract man. Abstract city don't give a damn. Man, that's some poetry. Like, oh my God. I'm Not Afraid of Life, incredible. Too Tough to Die, incredible. Durango 95 is a great little like intro into Warthog. Warthog's incredible. Danger Zone, incredible. Chasing the Night, you know, it's okay. Okay, like I'll take that. But then you get to side two and you got he's Howling at the Moon and Dangers of Love. 1-2 punch, just absolute classics. I love those songs. And then you get to Planet Earth 1988. That song's pretty awesome. I love Planet Earth 1988. That's a really catchy song. And then Humankind. So yeah, we did mention Marty was out. And this is going to be the first album with Richie Ramone. And Richie definitely brings a different flavor. Like I said, they definitely feel like it's going a little more hardcore punk here, which I'm for. I think they do it great. But then, yeah, songs like, you know, Howling at the Moon and Dangers of Love, those are like straight up pop rock songs that just work. Love them. And then Endless Vacation. Like, How awesome is Endless Vacation? It's a top song contender. And then you also like is around this time on the bonus tracks. This is where you get their cover of the Stones' "Street Fighting Man." Makes total sense as a Ramones song, and gives the Stones credit for helping originate punk. You go back and watch our Who videos. I still say Pete Townsend was the first punk.
I'd say Pete
But the
Moon.
Ramones were definitely the first punk rock band. And yeah, we've talked about the Who influence here already. So it makes perfect sense. Yeah, man, this album's seriously underrated. I think people sleep on this album. There's a lot of really good stuff here.
I counter argue that Keith Moon was the first punk.
Well, yeah, okay, that's a fair point. Yeah.
Townsend was the first pop punk.
Yeah. He was the first emo.
Yeah, he's the first emo. All right, Bill, what you think of Too Tough to Die? I'm glad I don't have to follow up after Tim.
Yeah, I'll follow up. Let's see. This one I had a little bit more brief notes just as I was going through. Mama's Boy, vocal start is interesting, but it has a solid sound after. I thought it was a very good intro. Honestly, up to this point, with the exception of maybe one, like Ramones have opened up every album really damn well.
Oh yeah.
With the exception of one. Go see our last video.
And
I'm not,
okay, I was gonna say you're not saying Crete and Hop.
no, I said go see the last video. Go see last video. Anyways, to hell with everything. I'm Not Afraid of Life. I thought it was a really nice
Tough to Die
going on there. It's a good follow up, and the vocals were really good in there actually. Too Tough to Die. I don't know. It happened. I wasn't a big fan of it actually. Durango 95. That's an instrumental. Holy shit. First instrumental of their entire discography. Kudos for that. But it was still a good instrumental, which is interesting considering the Ramones as a whole, like, haven't been known for having extravagant instrumental with diversity. I mean, it's simplistic but hard for the instruments. But it's so simplistic, like it's beautiful when you just hear only the instruments. Warthog, I'm not sure about the yelling vocals with that going on.
I don't know if you can see this, but on the lyric sheet, it's just a giant question mark.
Yeah, we can see it.
No, we could see it. Like, I mean that summarizes that song. It's one big old question mark, honestly. Followed up by Danger Zone. I thought it was okay. I like the vocals going on. I like the switch that occurred also in the vocals. I thought it was actually a pretty cool song. Chasing the Night, I thought was an okay follow up. Which, where does the side change here? Anyways, I'm just
right here. Howling at the Moon is first track on side 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense. So Chasing That's the okay follow up, and then you start the next one with Howling at the Moon, top song contender. Goddamn, keeps it going. Great song. Daytime Dilemma, thought I had good rhythm and vocals. Was a nice follow up. Can squeak in there as a top song contender for me. It's. I mean, comparing it to the rest of the discography, though, like top songs is gonna suck. I mean, we've alluded to it. There are no steals. Just I have this
how many bonuses
songs.
do we
Yeah. Like, all right, I've got like all these songs. I want to get on the list. Okay, I don't have to put that one now.
Yep.
Great.
Tim picked Sheena. I don't have to pick Sheena.
That's it. Yeah.
Planet Earth. I thought it sounded great. It was a nice song. I didn't put it in that top song spectrum just because, like, there's so many other ones.
I wish we went back and forth.
Humankind, it's a great callback to the original Ramones sound. Um, I actually really liked that one a lot. Was a potential top song contender as well. Endless Vacation, I'm not a fan of the vocals on that one at all. Um, for
That's
me,
Dee Dee. Dee Dee's singing that one.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
DD.
Dee Dee's, Dee Dee's about to go full on hip hop.
yeah. And I mean, I
Mashed
can like
potato.
and I can like and listen to some hip hop, but
Oh, you haven't heard hip hop
Oh,
till
you're
you
gonna
heard
listen
DD
to
hip
Dee
hop.
Dee's rap album.
I don't know.
It's coming.
I've listened to the Do double G, and I think that's pretty hip hop. Um, but yeah, that's
You ain't heard that D double E.
that D double E ain't for me. Anyways,
Oh, but it is.
no go. I'm not sure really how I feel about this one still. Why are you showing that, Tim?
He's enticing the viewers because we are going to review that
You're right.
record.
Hey,
And there's
viewers.
something on here. I'm trying to get it right, but there is one thing on here that I'm not seeing right off the bat. But he's like, "I'm the baddest rapper in White Hills, Queens." It's like,
We'll
really?
get there.
Go listen to some Vanilla Ice. But anyways,
Oh.
DD
I'm not-
King got that shit beat.
I don't know. Ice Ice Baby's pretty big.
Wait till we get to the
Anyways,
80s album of the decade.
we're talking about Ramones and 80s album of the decade. That's probably gonna be like a 2027 release for us. Let's be honest. No, yes, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It was thing that I've found. I don't want to say disappointing, but lackluster to this point with the Ramones. Their start of every album has been great, but their finishes have paled in comparison to their starters.
You think they front load the records?
No, I want to say front load. I'm just looking because the
could see
B
that,
side
though.
is
Yeah, I could
howling,
see
it's
that.
daytime. Like the B side is good. It's just their opening song compared to the closing song. So 1-to-1 specifically, it's not. It's disproportionate.
Oh, here's a fun one. Tommy actually gets a writing credit on Mama's Boy.
Oh,
He's, of course, been producing the albums, even though he's not in the band anymore. He's still producing the albums.
so
And he
yeah.
co-produced this one as well.
So he gets 2 points.
And,
Or how-
yeah, at least.
Well, Tim, you know how that points works more than the rest of us.
Yeah. No, that's at least 2 points. Yeah.
I'll go through my notes quickly. I love the Ramones poppier stuff, the Joey stuff, but I love it when they go hard. And Too Tough to Die goes fucking hard. Mama's Boy, love it. Classic top song contender. Has a Cramps feel in places, but
Yeah.
still a
They're
fucking
doing the
Ramones.
verses. Yeah.
And I quoted the same lyrics. I don't want to work in a hot dog stand, be a busboy messenger or doorman. I'm Not Afraid of Life, classic top song contender. Danzig would be proud.
Right?
That's it.
That's a great call. That's a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah.
I'm almost disappointed Tim didn't get that call because I didn't even think about that till Jason mentioned it.
Yeah. No, that's a great call.
It is, yeah. It really is.
The title track's a fucking ripper. Durango is 55 seconds of kick-ass Ramones that just leads right into some fucking DD, which is a classic top song contender. What are we, on the 8th album now? What was the Offspring doing on their 8th album? Not fucking Warthog, I'll tell you that.
Oh, but in a many ways.
Okay, time out.
doing
Oh,
wrong.
I got to pause you there, Jason. I think their eighth album was Rise and Fall.
But they weren't doing no fucking Warthog on Rise and Fall, were
And
they?
you know what? That's okay. They weren't doing Warthog on Rise and Fall. What they did on Rise and Fall was more than okay.
I mean, yeah, but it's not Warthog.
Oh, yeah, but
Danger Zone goes fucking hard. Chasing the
I
Light
love that
or
song.
Chasing the Night. I'm not a fan of the weird little synthesizer thing, but this is like the perfect pop punk song. Screeching Weasel could have fucking wrote this. It's pop punk to a T. Howlin' at the Moon, though, I disagree. I do not like this song.
Oh wow!
I think it's the worst song on the album. It's my low point. I don't. How it was a single, I don't know. I just, it blows my mind. Luckily, though, Daytime Dilemma, we're back to the good shit. Planet Earth, holy shit, top song contender. Humankind, another top song contender. It's a fucking classic. Endless Vacation. This album came out in 1984. This is the same year as Minor Threat. Just put that in perspective, okay?
Yeah.
And Endless Vacation exists. And No Go, it's just old school rock and roll Ramones. When the album was over, Spotify jumped to the Misfits Skulls, and it just kind of worked. I was,
Yep.
I want this.
100%.
I need this
100%.
fucking record on vinyl. I need it. I must have it. Too Tough to Die.
I mean, I guess that's something like that. It is their 8th album, but let's say doing this discography, like they're only at 1984. They
Right,
are
yeah.
still they are way ahead of their time at this point.
This is also the time, like, isn't this when Johnny had to wear the wig because of the fight?
Maybe
Like, something happened.
mid 80s, so it may be the next album, but yeah, it's around here.
Because I thought that's where they got the name from, was like, because like they thought he got into a fight and they came up with Too Tough to Die. I could be wrong. I don't know, but
See, and I always thought that was Dee Dee's Recovery. Because we got like,
yeah,
I'm Not Afraid of Life. We're going to get, I Want to Live, and we're going
Too Tough to Die.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think this is Dee Dee, especially right here before he ends up quitting the band. He's really, really doing a lot of positive affirmations for himself.
You are enough.
It goes fucking hard, though. Like, this record
It does,
goes hard.
Yeah. Showing them hardcore kids who did it first.
In 1984,
Yeah.
which is important.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's something I've had to keep like thinking about going through this discography. Like, we haven't even hit the 90s yet. We've had
Right.
several albums before we hit the 90s.
And then you think about all the stuff that came out in the 90s, and you realize they were all listening to this.
Yep.
From Nirvana
When
to
they
Metallica.
were in high school, like
Yeah, like all the Saint Anger B-sides are nothing but Ramones covers.
actually, scratch the 90s when they were in middle school / infants. Basically, is when half this shit was coming out.
Yeah.
The whole
Dude, the
East
Ramones
Bay.
are good for life. They're good for life.
The whole
It's
East
like
Bay,
breathing.
like, California punk scene would not exist if it wasn't for the Ramones.
No punk scene
The
wouldn't
LA
exist
scene,
if it
San
weren't for the
Diego,
Ramones.
none of it.
Yeah. London.
Everybody
Seattle.
took bits and pieces of this and, like, created entire genres, emo and pop punk.
It's a
and
really interesting Wikipedia page where it's a list of all the concerts that the Ramones played in their career. And if you have the time and you have the want, you can go through their concert history And every time they hit a city, you can see all the punk rock bands that would pop up after that. Like they played a show 2 weeks later, fucking DOA's recording, you know, or whatever, you know, or Agent Orange like starts up, you know. It's like it's pretty incredible.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I might actually dabble in that in my spare time that I don't have.
Yeah, it's over 2,000 shows that they played, and yeah, you pick a year and go, where were they? And we're going to get to it. We're still a couple years away, but they're one of 2 American bands that were in Berlin the night the wall came down.
Oh, damn.
They were
Which
in
considered
Berlin?
Dee Dee's history. I think that's pretty fucking awesome. The other one, of course, being Faith No More.
They're also big in South America, where you know.
Oh, they're beyond big in South America. They're Taylor Swift in South America.
So did
They're
help?
Freddie Mercury in South America.
So they might have influenced Sepultura.
Oh, they definitely did. Definitely did. Yeah.
I can't wait till we actually get to that one though.
It's gonna be a big one. That's gonna be such a big one.
I know, but like,
it's got some highs and some lows. I am fully aware of that discography.
If you don't like Dee Dee's lyrics on Too Tough to Die, I don't know how you're going to deal with Sepultura.
What? I don't know. Tim's been hyping it up.
Well, Tim has to guess Too Tough to Die.
He does.
Let me see where I fucking put it. Okay, I know where I put it.
I mean, here's like I liked the vocals throughout. It was just a couple times because it was a noticeable vocal change on this one.
Well, sure, and so we're. I mean, we could talk about that as well. They've all passed. None of this is like secrets or anything. I'm not like revealing deep insider information or anything. But it's around this time, like, you know, we're a couple albums since Linda left Joey. And Joey's still not handling it well. And this is where he starts to develop his coping problem. And it definitely affects his voice. And as we get into later albums, he's not even able to sing whole albums, you know, and like it affects him.
You get more Dee Dee. Like, Dee Dee has to step up a lot.
Yeah. Dee Dee steps up on this album. Richie comes in with a little new energy. Johnny's never going to change, of course.
And Marky's going to come back.
And yeah, Joey's just living life, hating life, you know, for a while. And you can hear those on these albums in the 80s, and it's sad because they're all like amazing albums. But compared to when you can hear they're all just, you know, full of joy and life and happiness.
Well, when it's just youth and vigor just in everything we do.
And you know, we've been nitpicking since album 1, right? And so it's like, and that's really what it comes down to. It's like, how much energy are you feeling from this? Because it's still amazing. So with that being said, I think Bill's gonna have it below Pleasant Dreams.
That would be incorrect.
Damn. Okay, am I going higher?
No, you're going lower.
I'm going lower, so it's below Rocket to Russia.
Yep, right there.
Okay. That's so weird to guess around because I'm not really sure how to equate your Rocket to Russia. Like that's
the fucking weird one there.
I mean, I get what you guys say, but like it could have been the quality I was hearing too. Like it just that's where that album has fallen.
Sure.
For right now, for me. For right now.
I mean, I think Jason likes this more than End of the Century.
You would be correct.
All right.
Is that your final answer?
Is it? Or is it moving up?
No, that's it.
Okay.
If it was both self-titled, I'd
Yes,
have.
it's my final answer.
Okay.
I mean, I get you have questions by Rocket to Rush being low. If you put that one above their self-titled, I'd have some questions.
I mean, but what Rocket to Russia is just the self-titled, just done.
I don't know. But is it?
Yes, it
It's got
is.
Creep and Hop and Rockaway
Fucking yeah.
Beats. Like, you can't argue with it.
You can't
Like,
fuck
And
with Rocket, dude.
Rockaway Beach, I'm not a fan of.
How?
I call that one the Pretty Fly effect. That one
Didn't it want to make you want to dance?
Not for Rockaway Beach.
No, but do you want to
I think I'm
dance?
going to put this in between End of the Century and Pleasant Dreams as well. This is like a really good album.
It's so fucking good. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah.
I'd never heard this one in its entirety until doing the discography, and I was blown away. It just
That's
came out in
amazing, right?
1984. Like, yeah, I knew some of the songs, but like hearing it for the first time, I played this bitch like 2 or 3 times. It's like, I need this on fucking vinyl. I gotta get Too Tough to Die. Like, this is. Damn the people that say they like weren't good after past album 3 or even 4.
I know, right? We've
Like-
now doubled the trilogy,
Yeah.
Well,
There's
say,
merit
and
to
we're
all
still
these.
just it's still just quality.
Let's say, and all of us, regardless of who we are, in our top 3 have at least one outside. Well, outside in our top 4, all of us have at least one outside of that original trilogy, being in a high position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's say I almost said in the top 3, but then Jason has that trilogy in the top 3.
You can't, man. That's one of like the greatest runs of records.
I know it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat.
That's such a 1, 2, 3 punch knockout that it's hard to beat. But the color code will tell all.
Every time it does. It really does.
Yeah.
The color code will tell all. Stick around. Up next,
Animal Boy, right?
Animal Boy.
Animal Boy.
Yes.
Which, I mean, you look at that track list. What can you say?
I mean, I could say yes, please.
Yeah. So
Or you could say no, thank you.
you could
You could, but you'd be wrong.
stick around for that. It's gonna get spicy. Give us a
Every
like.
time.
Which is about the time I'd expect it to. So
Yeah. That's about when it kicks in. Be safe, make good decisions, like, subscribe, do all that other jazz.
Join our Patreon if you want to tell us what to do next and to have one of your artist's top albums probably leak down further than you want to, because I'm
You
here.
could have a voice on the show. But if you give us your favorite artist and we shit all over it, don't get mad at us.
If you
yeah,
tell
you
us
know what you're getting into.
if you tell us to do Papa Roach, it's not going to go well. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Big Sam, where you at? Sign up for the Patreon. Be safe. Make good decisions.